Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Here's Brady to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
This is caught by Antonio Brown.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Brady now on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Toss left to Elliott. Running right through him. Levante David in on the tackle.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. Coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 60 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Prescott now.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards that time.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
first down. Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And just shutting him off there.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no run back here as the... Third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Fournette, a first down carry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Prescott to throw this time. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw it. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Powers through him. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down at 4.
Prescott off play action. And he fires one incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. To the air again, Prescott. Buying Giving time to his... Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A handoff to Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Second down, back to Fournette. Wiggles free. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Fournette running out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Eight yards to go on second down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 20. Mike 27. Mike 27. Alpha. Let's go. Pick it up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw is Brady. back up there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Go, Dickie's Dick. Let's go, Peter. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check Mike 27. Hey, Dickie's Dick.
Now Brady. Touchdown. It's complete. Rob Gronkowski from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's brought down.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving it down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he works free. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All